In a world where power, influence, and relationships define who we are, there exists an age-old craft that has captivated the hearts and minds of history's most enigmatic figures: seduction. Welcome to the exploration by Robert Greene, where we'll break down the mysterious, psychological art of attracting, influencing, and controlling those around you. Part 1 introduces us to 9 seductive characters, each with their own distinct style, methods, and psychological tricks to captivate and control the desires of others. Let's delve deep into the essence of these characters, starting with one of the most iconic of them all. The siren, sensual, hypnotic, and alluring. She is the embodiment of physical charm, using her beauty, voice, and aura to draw others in. The siren creates a fantasy of pleasure and escape for her targets. But seduction is not just about looks. It's about creating an intoxicating presence, one that overwhelms the senses. Cleopatra is one of the greatest sirens in history. Let's take a look at her seductive encounter with Julius Caesar. Her entrance was legendary. Arriving secretly, wrapped in a rolled-up carpet, Cleopatra seduced Caesar not only with her beauty, but with her intellect, her charm, and her audacity. Cleopatra's seduction of Mark Antony is another powerful example. She turned her charm into a grand theatrical event, inviting Antony aboard her lavish ship, dressed as the goddess Aphrodite. Antony, spellbound by her beauty and the grand spectacle, fell under her spell, unable to resist. The siren archetype teaches us that seduction is not just about beauty, it's about creating an experience that envelops the target in pleasure and intrigue. Next we have the rake. Driven by an insatiable appetite for desire, the rake pursues his target with relentless passion. His charm lies in making the person feel like the center of his world. The rake is willing to go to great lengths to seduce, often through sheer persistence and intensity. Casanova, the infamous Italian adventurer, seduced countless women across Europe. What set him apart wasn't just his good looks or charm. It was his ability to make each woman feel completely desired. His passion was like a fire that couldn't be extinguished. The thrill of being pursued so intensely is what makes the rake irresistible. The rake seduces by making the object of their desire feel completely special, showering them with attention until they succumb. Segment 3. The Ideal Lover. The ideal lover is a master of fantasy. They tap into their target's deepest desires and become the embodiment of the perfect partner. By carefully observing what their target craves, whether it's affection, adventure, or passion, they mirror those qualities, creating an illusion of perfection. Take Count Saint-Germain, for example, the man who seemed to be ageless, wealthy, and endlessly charming. No one knew where he came from, and that air of mystery made him even more appealing. He would tailor his behavior to suit the needs of those he sought to seduce, becoming exactly what they wanted. The ideal lover uses mirroring to tap into the fantasies of their target. They make people feel as though they've found their perfect match. Segment 4. The Dandy. The dandy stands out by being different. Whether through their appearance or behavior, they defy traditional norms, playing with androgyny and ambiguity. This makes them mysterious and hard to pin down, a quality that draws people in as they project their fantasies onto the dandy. Oscar Wilde was a classic dandy. His flamboyant dress, witty remarks, and refusal to conform to Victorian standards made him irresistible to both men and women. Wilde's appeal lay in his confidence in being completely unique. The dandy seduces by defying convention, making people question who they are and what they stand for. Segment 5. The Natural. The natural has an innocence and playfulness that is impossible to resist. They make people feel at ease by reminding them of the joys of childhood. The natural's charm lies in their spontaneity and lack of pretense. Charlie Chaplin's character. The tramp made people laugh, cry, and feel compassion. His childlike innocence and vulnerability endeared him to audiences worldwide. He wasn't threatening, he was someone to care for. The natural seduces by making people feel comfortable and nostalgic, transporting them back to simpler times. Segment 6. The Coquette. The coquette is all about control through unpredictability. They seduce by alternating between warmth and coldness, creating an emotional roller coaster for their target. This keeps the target off balance and continually seeking approval. Josephine, Napoleon's great love, kept him in constant suspense. Her emotional distance and refusal to fully commit made him crave her even more. Napoleon's letters to Josephine, full of longing and frustration, reveal how deeply she captured his heart through her elusive behavior. The coquette makes seduction a game of push and pull, drawing people in by never fully giving themselves away. Segment 7. The charmer. The charmer wins people over with flattery and grace. They make people feel important, listened to, and valued. Charmers avoid conflict and always seem agreeable, making them a welcome presence. Talleyrand, one of the most influential diplomats of his time, managed to stay in power through multiple regimes. His secret? Charm. He made everyone feel understood, making him indispensable even in times of chaos. The charmer uses diplomacy and flattery to win people over, always making them feel important. Segment 8. The charismatic. Charismatics inspire devotion through sheer energy and confidence. They seem larger than life, with an infectious passion that draws people toward them. Their enthusiasm is magnetic. John F. Kennedy captivated a nation with his youthful energy, charm, and optimism. His speeches and public appearances were filled with hope and possibility, making people believe in his vision. The charismatic doesn't seduce through subtlety, but through a powerful, energetic presence that makes people want to follow them. Segment 9. The star. The star is captivating because they seem unattainable. They maintain an aura of mystery and distance, allowing others to project their fantasies onto them. Stars often appear larger than life, becoming icons. Marilyn Monroe was the ultimate star. She crafted her public image carefully, making herself seem like a fantasy figure. People were drawn to her, but she remained distant enough to remain a mystery. The star uses mystery and distance to create fascination, making them the object of endless desire. In the end, seduction is not just about romantic relationships. It's about power, control, and influence in every aspect of life. Whether it's the sensual charm of the siren or the emotional roller coaster of the coquette, each archetype offers a unique approach to capturing the attention and desire of those around you. If you found this breakdown of Part 1 intriguing, be sure to stay tuned for Part 2, where we dive even deeper into the psychology of seduction and learn how these methods are used in real-world scenarios. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more in-depth explorations of Robert Greene's masterpieces.